What's up, YouTube? We're back. I guess this is really like the first video of the year. I'm listening to 30 Foot Fall, Divided We Stand. I don't have a case to show you because I actually only have the CD. I've had this exact copy since I was a teenager. I actually own all the 30 Foot Fall CDs, but all I have left of them are the discs. I don't have any of the cases, and some stuff on vinyl. But yeah, so this first video of the year, I want to kind of just reset some grounds on how this channel started, what's going on this channel. Also to show you like what I've actually purchased recently, because I don't ever do like I don't usually do like everything I buy, show every single thing I buy. I just get too much stuff to do that. And plus I don't know, I don't want to just show every single thing I always buy. But I'm going to do that this once, you know, just kind of give you an idea of kind of like where my taste lies, and really where my collecting kind of lies. And because I don't only listen to extreme metal, really listen to a lot of punk rock and a lot of other things. You'll see with this small variety here, I've just got a few things to show of just, you know, what I got recently. So yeah, I started this channel initially because there were some CDs I wanted to buy, and I wanted to see what was inside of them. You know, I couldn't wait. My impatient self wanted to see what was inside, and so I started looking on YouTube to find videos of people showing the insides of them. And then through doing that, I mean, of course I didn't find what I was looking for, but then what I did find was other YouTubers that do this kind of thing, and it was then that I really realized that it was kind of like a thing you could do. Like, you could just make it was a good idea. I was like, that's a good idea. I think I'll start doing that. So if you notice, you know, I just kind of like show random CDs and stuff. Yeah, and it's just escalated from there. So, I mean, I also like to push music and metal and collecting, obviously, because people don't buy music much anymore, and I'd like to help change that. And it's so often that I hear that people don't realize that good bands don't come out anymore, and it's just so far from the truth. And I feel like, you know, through making these videos, it's kind of, you know, it's one more way for someone to discover that good albums do still come out, and that buying physical format is still an option, whether it be just, you know, represses of an old album that you've been wanting to get your hands back on, or whether it be, you know, something brand new, fresh off the press, like, you gotta hear this, these guys, they're gonna be the next big thing, or whatever. So yeah, I want to continue doing this channel, and that's really my main focus on these type of videos that I do, where I'm showing and talking about music. And also a reason why I started and continue doing this is just because I don't really have a lot of friends to sit around and talk about metal with, and so this is like a way to sit around and talk about metal. I mean, I don't know where you're watching from, but like, this is like my way of I just want to talk about metal. All I want to talk, or music, even though punk, and I listen to pagan music, and I listen to a variety of things. I just love metal the most. But yeah, this is just like a way for me to just talk about what I love, and to, you know, you other guys that do these videos, I like watching your shit too, because I like hearing what you have to say. I like discovering new music. I'm always on a hunt for new music. It consumes me, and I like doing these videos, and we'll continue. So that's what's going on here with these, in case you were wondering, because I'm sure you were just dying to know what is wrong with this fucking dude. Why does he keep posting these? So anyway, here's a look at some of the most recent purchases I bought. I actually bought these off Discogs. If you've noticed, I've recently been trying to build a cassette collection. Why? Well, I've obviously been a CD and record collector for a long time, and I keep getting these, you know, they throw in freebies of cassettes, and I started getting a little collection going, and then, you know, just buying cassette tapes here and there, just, you know, supporting friends' bands that I like, or, you know, just supporting local music. I pick up a tape here and there. So as I started building this accidental collection, I started thinking, you know, I should start buying tapes that I fucking really want, you know, some albums that I love. So I started buying tapes, and then, you know, I bought an oversized rack to hold my tapes, and then I had all this space to fill, so I really felt obligated to start picking up more cassette tapes. And so initially, like, what I liked to own on cassette was Dungeon Synth, so I was thinking I'll just have a sick Dungeon Synth, and that'll be my tapes. That's what they're reserved for. I like to listen to Dungeon Synth when I read, or doing homework. It's really good for it. But yeah, so I started branching out, so you're going to get a couple shockers here. So this first tape I picked up, this is the Meat Puppets with No Joke. This is an album that goes way, way back for me. I discovered this, man, I don't even remember where I first got my CD copy of Meat Puppets No Joke. But I really love these songs so much. It was especially something as a teenager to like get really stoned and listen to. It's pretty stony, 90s alternative sounding it is, yeah, no joke. The songs I love on here was The Vampires. I really like the song Vampires. I like the song Taste of the Sun. The song Head is this really slow-paced, kind of trippy sounding songs. Just fun stuff. And the same seller that was selling this Meat Puppets cassette also had a copy of the Meat Puppets Too High to Die, which I haven't played this tape yet. I played this immediately. This was the first thing I played out of that haul that day. But this Meat Puppets Too High to Die, I just picked it up because the seller had it, and I was like, you know, while I'm here getting a Meat Puppets tape, I'll get Too High to Die too. I haven't listened to this in a long time. I remember thinking it was actually kind of a boring release, but I'm not going to stand too firm on that yet because I need to listen to it now. My taste has expanded, my knowledge has expanded, so we'll see. Tell me about it if you like Meat Puppets Too High to Die. I initially discovered the Meat Puppets through my dollar store when I was a kid. Well, this was teenage years. My dollar store opened up and they were selling a bunch of punk rock and metal and stuff, CDs, and I was shocked. I picked up the Meat Puppets in a car demo on a mini disc. I wish I still had it. I got this in the mail yesterday. The Deicide When Satan Lives. It's their live album. One thing cool about it was that it came with a concert ticket, which is pretty neat, and the booklet, of course, was really nice. I had this T-shirt when I was a teenager. I had a T-shirt with that artwork on the front. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you've seen the shirt. And on the back, you know, it had the album art. So I was happy to get this on cassette, but there was a problem. So I bought this from the Discogs user, and it was listed as mint condition. So, oh, cool. Well, as you can see here, I'll pull it up so you can see. The tape is off. This is an unusable tape. Yeah. So I messaged the seller, and he apologized, and he refunded my money. So no harm done. It just kind of sucks. So I don't know. Like, I guess I'll keep this just for the book. I don't know. You want it? I'll ship it to you. If you want it, just let me know. Anyway, so next up, here's another, maybe this might surprise people. Boston, Third Stage. Third Stage is my absolute favorite album from Boston. It took them 6 years to record this. I also own this on vinyl. This contains the song Amanda, which is, I believe, their only actual #1 Billboard song. A lot of people prefer, of course, the first self-titled Boston album has all the hit songs and shit. But I just absolutely love this. And I initially, when I first owned this album, I owned it on cassette. So when I saw a good deal on this on cassette, I was fucking stoked. I was like, that's a total flashback for me to own Boston Third Stage on cassette. It's their best album, I'm telling you, man. I don't know if you'll agree with me on that or not, but for my taste, fucking Boston Third Stage is where it is at. Next cassette I picked up, Bad Religion, All Ages. All Ages is a compilation. This is another flashback album for me. When I was a teenager, I picked this up on CD. This is right around the same time that The Process of Belief was released. And The Process of Belief, of course, it was the first album to feature their drummer, what was his name, Brooks, who recently left the band, I think, for Avenged Sevenfold. But this particular compilation, it's just all, you know, it's great songs, their greatest hits, and very fitting as well that it's their greatest hits. I like that it has all these flyers. The CD was a little better, you could actually read. I do own this still on CD. And this is just, you know, it has the handwritten, you know, original lyric sheets, but it's so small on this tape that you cannot read that. These are worthless, but it's cool to look at, and it's nice to have. And the tape sounds great, so I'm happy to have this tape. So yeah, it's another recent pickup I got. One more tape to show here. It's another one that might surprise people because it's not extreme metal, but this is fucking roots right here. Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman. I'm not a huge, crazy Ozzy guy, but this fucking album and me go way back. I used to rock this as a kid, as a little kid. I had a CD of it, and I remember looking at this album cover and thinking that is just the coolest motherfucker, dude. Seeing him, I mean, it's hard to see on the tape here. This is a remaster, so with the remaster, they like shrunk the image and added all this green outline. The initial, I mean, I don't know about the cassettes, but the records and CDs, initially just that takes up the whole image space. But fucking everything on here, man. Over the Mountain, Flying High Again, Can't Kill Rock and Roll. It's just all good songs, and you got Randy Rhoads on here just shredding. Obviously, we tragically lost Randy Rhoads at a young age. So moving forward to some 7s now. This is Nagelfar. Really cool 7-inch they put out. I believe this is the latest thing they did. When they released Terrace, they put out the 7-inch with the die cut. And it's just, you know, you got the band logo on one side and just letters on the other side. And it's not a really mind-blowing release from them. It's good. It sounds like Nagelfar. Nagelfar being a Swedish black metal group, which I love Nagelfar. I discovered them when they released Pariah. I picked up the promotional copy of Pariah. I actually bought it from a record shop that, I mean, I know they're supposed to give those away for free, but I bought it from the record shop. It was a blind buy. I liked the back of the disc because it said that they toured with Darkane. And me, at the time, being a big Darkane fan, was like, well, then they were probably awesome. And I got Pariah and immediately fell in love with it. So this is a 7-inch that came out much later. Again, I think this is their most recent release after Terra. So I don't know what the guys are doing now, but I really like Nagelfar, especially the Pariah album. So yeah, check that out too. And then I got this picture disc 7-inch. This is an old Hell's Headbanger release. A split between Nunslaughter and Bloodsick. And reading into here, it seems that there's some of the same band members in each band. Also, I saw Brian Sekula plays guitars in Bloodsick. I'm pretty sure that's one of the dudes from the band Terror. If any of you guys have that new Terror 7-inch, Legion of Gore. Oh, it's new. It came out a couple years ago. But this is a sick-ass picture disc. It's the Bloodsick side. You've got the band logo around with this really nice artwork. I forget the artist's name that did it. And then the Nunslaughter side. Very Nunslaughter-esque artwork there. And of course, both sides are very good. I honestly expected to enjoy the Nunslaughter side the most, but the Bloodsick side is really fucking good. Yeah, so it came out in like 96. Yeah, this is a 96 Hell's Headbanger release. Man, I got a sick deal too. I got these two records both. Those two 7s. I got the Nagelfar 7 and the Nunslaughter 7 for a really good price from the record shop End of an Ear, based out of Texas. I think they're out of Austin or Dallas, somewhere around there. But I shopped through them a lot on Discogs. I highly recommend them. If you're a Discogs shopper, check out End of an Ear. They got a lot of good deals on there. I got one more thing to show. Trobar de Morte. This is a pagan folk group based out of Spain. Sometimes they sing in English, sometimes it's in Spanish, I guess is what they speak in Spain, and it just sounds like the same Spanish I'm familiar with. So this is, as far as I know, their only vinyl release. I think they just got a bunch of CDs, and everything from them is wonderful. My favorite album, initially, what's it called, like the Wheel of Time or something like that? Something like the Wheel. It's got the blue album cover with the girl on it. I forget the name of it exactly, but that was always the one I would go to when I wanted some pagan folk from Trobar de Morte. Female vocalist, she sings beautifully. It's really captivating, you know. Good pagan music, heavy on the drums and stuff, and flutes and everything. The kind of things that you would like in pagan folk music. And this release is a little special too. I like that the B-side features an acoustic track, which it really doesn't sound much different than their initial stuff, because pagan music is really like acoustic stuff anyway. It's just kind of like mic'd, I suppose. But my favorite album from them now is actually their acoustic album that came out recently. I think, again, it's like their most recent thing. Well, they released Ouroboros last year, or the year before, in 2016. Ouroboros came out, which is fucking awesome if you're into pagan folk. But yeah, I got this 7-inch. It's just, you know, got this standard label. It's standard black. It's hand numbered. I got number 157 out of 500, and you got the lyrics on the back. The main song is in their native tongue, and the B-side acoustic track, Pagan Medieval Dance, is in English. So yeah, there you go. One more thing before I end this video. I'm a winner. I entered Classy Lonnie Metal's December Christmas giveaway, and I won. It's like 8 CDs. There's like some black metal, there's some death metal, and a nice variety of stuff, and I'm pretty excited to get that in. And he said he's throwing, like, in the video he said he'd throw in freebies, so I'm curious to see what he's going to throw in. And I'll be doing an unboxing for that too. I'm really happy about that. I enter these giveaways a lot, and I never win. So I'm so just blown away, and very, very grateful. Even though I haven't opened it yet, I haven't got here yet. I'm just so grateful that I'm the one. I fucking won it. I'm gonna get some good good music in the mail. Not like I don't already do that, but I'm just fucking stoked, man. So yeah, it's we're off to a new year here. There's gonna be the usual, like what you just saw, and I record music all the time, so you'll get the occasional songs. I mean, again, you're sitting on my piano, so I'll be doing a lot of piano stuff too. Listening to punk rock. So again, we've been listening to 30 Foot Fall. Anything from them's great too. So yeah, that's it. So maybe get a little better understanding of who the hell I am now. What the fuck am I doing here? And that's all I got to say. So until next time, hail Satan.